Dan was tired. Not sleepy tired, life tired. He lived in Lagos, and if you know Lagos, you know it's where dreams come to jog in traffic, get slapped by reality, and still pay rent. 2 years ago, Dan earned peanuts. Now, 3 times that. He was supposed to be balling, or at least be able to afford shawarma without thinking twice. Instead, Dan was still calculating if he could buy fuel and still eat the same week. The economy was eating everybody, but it seemed to be chewing Dan with extra pepper. Salaries weren't salarying. Tomatoes were luxury items. And the last time he checked, his savings had gone missing in action. Then, one evening, while doom-scrolling Facebook in boxes and vibes, he saw something strange. A video. A man with chalk on his forehead, sunglasses indoors, and what looked like a lizard crawling behind him. "Greetings, enlightened ones," the man said. "I am Dr. Kareem, mystic, mind traveler, and metaphysical surgeon." Dan laughed. "Nawa, meta wetin." Dr. Kareem went on to say the mind could time travel. Not in the Marvel way, nobody's snapping fingers here. He said that once a year, if you followed the right meditation process, you could go to your past or future and subtly tweak something to change your life. But there were rules. 1. You only get 1 shot a year. 2. The change must be subtle. No trying to prevent World War II or tell Dangote to adopt you. 3. You must have a plan before traveling. Without one, the mind could trap you or worse. Dan scoffed. This one, Don watched too much Nollywood. He scrolled past, then scrolled back, then laughed, then forgot. But weirdly, Dr. Kareem's posts kept popping up, even when Dan wasn't following him. Even on Instagram, even inside TikTok comments somehow. And so, one boring Saturday evening, after Nepa took light and his plantain burnt, Dan said, "You know what? Let's play stupid games." He lit a candle, sat cross-legged and whispered the chant, "Mind unfold, time untwine, show me what was once mine." Nothing. He laughed again, until the walls began to wobble. The candle flickered backwards. His phone buzzed, then vanished. Dan opened his eyes and he was in his old room. 2019. No pandemic yet. No fuel subsidy drama. Tomatoes were still 100 naira for plenty. He was broke again, but this time full of possibilities. Then it hit him. He came without a plan. No idea what to change. No memory of what small thing mattered. He panicked. Should he slap his boss in advance? Invest in crypto? Avoid that 1x? He didn't know. So he did the only thing he could think of. He ordered small chops at an event he remembered from back then and told them to remove the puff puff because he wasn't in the mood. That's it. That was his big tweak, removing puff puff. He woke up back in his apartment back in 2025. Power was on. The air smelled of lavender. Something felt different. He opened his banking app. His balance? 1.8 million naira. Dan gasped. He opened the mirror. His hairline was full, waist smaller, shirt ironed. He got to work and everyone was unusually nice. His boss even said, "Dan, I really value your calm energy." Dan blinked. He got home that evening, opened the fridge, and it was stacked. Juice, chicken, cheese that wasn't expired. He danced. Then he picked his phone, opened Facebook to thank Dr. Kareem, but his Facebook didn't exist. No profile, no timeline, no record. He checked Google. No one named Dr. Kareem ever existed. Not even on 234mystics.com. Weird. But Dan was happy. Until the next week during lunch, his co-worker brought him a snack. "Hey Dan, I got you small chops." Dan smiled. Then he saw it. A single puff-puff, sitting in the corner of the plate. He froze. Suddenly his hands started shaking. His phone buzzed non-stop. A debit alert. Then another. Then another. His boss walked in and said, "Dan, we need to talk." Dan blinked, and in the corner of the room he saw a shadow. Tall, wearing glasses, with chalk on the forehead. Dr. Kareem, just smiling. Dan tried to tweak the past without a plan. Now the Puff Puff has found him. Be careful what you change. Even small things come with big prices.